Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites and hopefully add all kinds of excellent games to your backlog or your wish list or your now playing list or I don't know, whatever you're typically doing out there. We're going to add to it. How about that? And I tell you, we do a pretty good job of that most of the time. So if you like rogues, I am delighted that you're here with us. I have to thank the developer of this game for reaching out with an opportunity to try out a pre-alpha version. This is a game called Stalker, and this game is one of the glorious bullet heavens that, well, I've really come to enjoy throughout the days, weeks, and months that we've been getting new ones with what seems like all the time. Let's go with additional range here. But this one is inspired by Vampire Survivors. And then, of course, from an art standpoint, we have inspiration from Paper Mario. Let's go with the Spirit Piercer. And it looks like that's all we're going to have enough for right now. And I'm playing as a fun mummy character. I really appreciate the visuals on offer here. And you can definitely see the inspiration from Paper Mario. I really like the look. So we're going to do a run or two in Stalker. I'm going to call this one a roguelike for now. I don't know if we have meta progression on offer with this game. So we'll call it a roguelike bullet heaven for now. And we're going to do a couple runs. And we'll see where we get to. If you're new here, thanks so much for being here. If you're not new here, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate all the support lately. And if you are new, we would all appreciate it if you decided not to be new anymore and you hang out a little bit more often. Increases critical chance by 15%, but reduces power by 10%. You know, that sounds okay. Let's go with that. And then we've got to boost the damage that we can do with crits, right? That'll be the goal. Okay. So, boy, they really want us to take that boomerangs, don't they? I'm going to go Spirit Piercer this time, and I suppose we'll do that one too. And then let's save, because we've got some things that are probably going to be interesting that will pop along the way. Cheers to you as well. I've got a really nice coffee going today. This is a bag from Bones Coffee Company, and it is bacon maple coffee. Because if you can't be eating meat, you should drink it. Right? Always have meat on hand in any form. It's really good, though. It's got the sweetness and then the bacon. It's subtle, but it's there. Nice smokiness. So if you're drinking something, I hope you've got something great in your cup. Okay. Well, I guess either way, we're going to the store. Now, we can only hold 4 items, so we're at a juncture where we can decide to sell one and get a shuriken. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and sell. And we'll go back. And we'll buy a shuriken. Heals a bit of HP per critical hit, but reduces max HP. Well, Now that is interesting, isn't it? Because we did boost the number of crits we could do by percentage. You know what? We'll just keep moving along here. It looks like we hit a heavy store junction. Pierces through an additional enemy. That sounds good. All right. Lots of stores. I don't think we're going to be able to do much here. Bleed deals 5 extra damage per tick, but range is reduced by 4%. I don't know if any of these weapons do bleed damage. We could assume it's only 35. All right. Let's fight a mini boss here. Now, I had a couple of runs through this before I went to put this video together so that I halfway knew what was what. Here's what I like about these mini boss encounters that I have not seen other Bullet Heavens do. If you keep your eye on that fence around us, it's moving. The walls are closing in, literally. And I think that's interesting in terms of the challenge to the player to constantly be pulling away from that space that we have, because it's so important in these games. Now, I think we are going to be mostly fine, but I can tell you that I have had encounters where running out of space is an issue. Okay, heals a bit of HP per crit hit, but reduces max HP by 10. Let's just go with increase in power. Try and get some of that back from the other Help Me Hurt Me that reduced our crit chance. All right, pierces through an additional enemy. I think that's worth it. And we can't do anything else. So we'll keep moving along here. As you'll see, runs don't seem to take too long. We are coming up on the end here. At the same time, though, this is pre-alpha, so we have to all keep that in mind. Things are likely to change quite a bit. This game is going to come out in early access at some point in 2023. But I like what's on offer so far. Movement is pretty smooth. And we've got cool art. Okay. Increased dexterity by 15% each unit of currency. Increases pushback by 0.25. Now that's interesting. Each unit of currency. So we have 350. One way to find out, right? Okay. Let's hit the store. Applied bleed deals an extra tick of damage. Let's go with this and dang. I guess we'll take the stinky cheese. We're rocking and rolling. Okay, boss of the run. All right, we've got some deranged plant roots. And the gigantic man-eating plant from Little Shop of Horrors, right? It was on the tip of my tongue. I'm thinking, wait a second. Guy's name is Seymour. Rick Moranis, right? Wasn't his name Seymour? Or was that the plant's name? See, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I swear, though, the plant says the word Seymour. I can, like, hear it in the cockles and subcockles of my brain. Yeah. Rick Moranis! I would have liked to see more of him. He had a situation in his family. I think his wife had passed, if I'm remembering right, and he got out of show business to raise his children. I really respect that. Okay. Back to the bullet heaven action. The walls are closing in. Now the mummy character that I'm playing as has bad aim and misses quite a bit, but you know, if you get enough projectiles going of the right kind, that kind of helps. Oh boy, we don't want to lose now. There we go. Oh no. I was worried there for a second. Okay. We did it. Yes, victory. Awesome. All right, let's do another new run. And let's choose somebody different this time. A Swift Hunter's projectile weapons pierce 2 extra times. I like the sound of that. A master in wound forging non-bleed weapons have a... Oh, I like that. Look at this guy. A hallucinatory ghost has high endurance but is very slow. The only stats that can be improved are dexterity and HP at a higher rate. Okay. I like gash. Let's gash it up. Slashes nearby enemies and applies bleed, which deals 2 ticks of damage. Let's do it. Bleed deals 5 extra damage per tick, but range is reduced by 4%. Huh. Applied bleed deals an extra tick of damage. You know, a 4% reduction in range doesn't sound like a lot. Let's do it. Okay. I wouldn't mind running into a mini-boss rather quickly, because we should get a bunch of resources. Oh, I like the bleed. Excellent. A lot of coins popping out, it seems like. You know, if we could get those projectiles out here in full force and be spreading a decent amount of bleed, I think that's going to play pretty well for us. Increases crit hit chance, increases range. That could be good. We'll get some of that range back. Okay. Let's stick with the original plan. Slashes nearby enemies in a large arc. Has no knockback. Well, I think we should probably do that. And then let's buff our bleed as well. Just go ahead and buff it twice. Why not? All right. Early mid-boss. Oh, I think we're going to be okay here. As long as we can stay relatively close and continue applying the bleed and damage over time. Yeah, this worked out really well for us. Lots of coins. Okay, increases critical chance by 15%, but oh no. Oh, I think we... Gonna go ahead and say that is a bug. That's okay. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay. We're gonna keep going as long as the game lets us go. We will not accept death. Oh, that's funny. Remember that time in Seinfeld when, who was it, George and Kramer said, we're just gonna drive for as long as we can. We're not gonna worry about running out of gas. We'll be okay. That's what we're gonna do here. We're not gonna worry about the whole accept death thing. We're just gonna keep pushing. Because that's what they would do. We're doing it for them. Right? Who's with me? Definitely do have to watch the health, though, that's for sure. I'm noticing, too, that there's no timer. As is true for most of the stages. And I'm wondering what happens when we die again. Alright. Because we're getting close to that. Okay, alright. Hey folks, this is a pre-alpha look at a game called Stalker. I think it's fun, and I really like the art and the look of the game. So, I'll tell you what. I'm going to continue covering this one as they make updates to it, and we will jump in again. But this is coming at some point in 2023 in early access. And I'll tell you what, I will see you next time out there on the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we'll play a roguelike or a roguelite, because that's what we do every stinking time. And you know what else? We'll give away a video game once a week. How about that? Hey, you take care. We'll see you soon.